Switch. This shipping's alright. Let's see. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. I'm fine. I know. Pain. Continue. I don't even remember how to play this. So, that's a thing. I didn't even put this on my Instagram, which I don't care. My plan is to upload this to...
Pirate uranium mining? No, the construction is too skillful. This is no backworld operation. Whoever co-opted this joint, they are getting their deposit money back.
Now how do
Stay focused. We are not safe here. Only way down. Rise and shine, birthday bear. The man really sinks into work. Sluggo's pissing on the...
Oops. Oh, that's right. This is what happens when I don't play a game for a minute. Now, how do I think it's L1. Okay, it is. I need to really look up. Alright. So, let me... Is this reload? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Alright, feel better now. Oh, that frame rate, though.
Glorious mother of shit. Got enough Confederate ordnance in here to bring religion to the alien hordes on Warworld. Destroy everything. Leave these savages no means to give chase. I like the way your new brain thinks.
Hold up.
Locals seem none too excited about your plan. Kill them.
1 second. Everyone, 1 second.
Battery's low. Nearly out of power.
Yeah.
Heads up! Geek's got a vulture! Where's the leash?
Didn't expect a quick time event. Let's look around. Is anything here? So, while I'm wandering around, I can go ahead and just start talking what I want to talk about. That's going on Twitter that's been bothering me. Because like I said, this is not a long stream. I'm just playing something. Just to say I'm playing something in the background. Because, yeah. I need to upload on YouTube soon, but I'm slacking. Let's... Not available. Just upgrade capacity, get some ammo.
Deep core drilling terminal. Thing uses gravity fusion pistons. You can charge up there. Provided we hurry. Ulysses' crash site is on the other side of that city.
So as I was saying,
come on, sweet baby. Take what I give you, gene trash.
that's not about it. How you still alive? Ow. Ew. Anyway. So...
Incoming. I got exactly what he came for. Plenty of murder to go around.
Oh my god. Anyway. So basically on... I'll stand here for a second while I say this. Basically on Twitter, basically Jackie Aina basically said that white people don't know how to say excuse me when bumping into people and whatnot. And then it got divulged into this whole Jeffree Star, how should I put it? It divulged into this basically, it divulged into how the petty pay situation and then the comparison with Jeffree Star, because Jeffree Star self-asserted himself by subtweeting and whatnot. So that's the gist of it. But pushing that to the side, I have a problem with the whataboutism, the race relation, the conversation of race and how it's being handled and addressed, especially with the fan bases and whatnot. Because right now we have three sides to this. We have Jackie Aina. Originally it was just Jackie Aina and her dialogue on white people. Then it was Jeffree Star inserting himself. So now we have a comparison of Jackie Aina and Jeffree Star, and they have a past already. Then we have drama channels, trying to get the story out and whatnot. And to me, this is now getting to an issue that's kind of far beyond beauty drama. Because the thing was, there's a whole thing with Too Faced Cosmetics. Jackie Aina is the ambassador of Too Faced Cosmetics. The guy who I think he used to own it, whatever, he had a cake at his birthday that said "Rich Lives Matter," and he apologized on Instagram feed stories, but that was some BS. But Jackie Aina didn't say anything, which is weird. Where she's supposed to be, where people are saying she's a woman of color in a status of industry that's highly coveted, and she didn't say anything. And a lot of people think, well, maybe it's because of her bag or anything like that. She's not trying to stop her money. So it's just a whole bunch of little stuff. But the arguments I'm seeing on Twitter, It's what's getting me. So what they're doing is they're comparing. They're like, oh well,
Good to see your sense of
Jackie
humor coming
Aina is
back.
not as
I
bad as
intended
Jeffree
no
Star. Jeffree
humor.
Star's not as bad as Jackie
Killing me,
Aina,
pal.
and just a whole bunch of other bullcrap, right? Where you at?
Falling back! Murder them in their holes! And you say you intend no humor. Murder holes. Comedy gold, my friend.
No. Is it because I'm too far away? Probably. On my luck. So, here's the thing, and I'm going to divulge in some of my background here. I am from Alabama, right? And as you know, Alabama is the deep south. I better not die with something stupid. Let's heal up real fast. Just come here. You two. And should be one more. Come here. Alright. One more. I just get in the face. Alright. So, like I said, I'm from, pause while I say this. I'm from Alabama, right? And I'm not going trying to say what exact schools I went to, because one of the schools they renamed it and it's not the same name as it was when I was a kid, when I was like 6 or 7. The other school is still around for the most part, and then the third school is very much still around and very active and just there. So to give you some background, my elementary school was a mixture of black, Native American, and white people. My middle school, the first middle school I went to, was a black and white school, half and half. And my high school was just predominantly black. And if you can guess, I'm black. There you go. But in my elementary school, there was this whole circumstance where I would say my first grade teacher, she was fired, by the way. She was fired. I'm telling you this story, telling you my background, just so you can understand why I'm going to say what I have to say about racism and prejudice and whatnot, on as far as just in the community, right? Because I feel like people are using the term racist and stuff like that and not know what a racist is, and they say prejudice and don't know what prejudice is. They just saying something, and that's no insult to anybody, but it just, how can you sit there and say, oh well, shit, oh, this, there we go. So basically,
This is good stuff here. Nice warm-up for what I'm gonna do when I get my hands on that final Echo Dame.
Final Echo were merely our replacements, Gray. More of Serrano's mindless tools. Your rage is misdirected.
so basically, dropkick detected. I gotta find that in a second. So pause again. So basically, my elementary school, not gonna say my first grade teacher's name because she was fired. She used to sit all the black kids in the back of the class, and during snack time, she wouldn't give the black kids any snacks. Now, when I was 6 or 7, I didn't get that concept of what was going on, but apparently other parents that had kids in that class noticed it and whatnot, and reported it. And I think the school board got involved and whatnot, and she ended up getting fired. She lost her teaching license, whatever the case may be, but she was fired. I didn't understand that was racism at the point in time because I was 7 years old, like 6 or 7. I didn't get it. But then, when I went to middle school, I I don't want to give too many details because people can probably deduce what school it was. I ended up leaving, and this was a magnet school, which, if you don't know, magnet school is basically for kids who are just smarter or just give them more harder curriculum than that's what's on the average for the state. And I ended up leaving to go to a regular middle school due to what happened at this middle school. I was in the class, it was my English class, and there was this girl sitting next to me, and I'm black, she's white, and she copied off my test work. And even though they knew she copied, they gave me the 0 because her father taught at the school. Okay, so that was strike one. I didn't pay that no attention to race. I don't call it race, but what the teacher said is what made it racist. She's like, you N-words always do stuff like that with the ER. She's a white lady with the ER at the end. You N-words always do stuff like this. That's why a fat N-word like you, N-word girl like you, killed herself one year. I didn't know how to handle that. I told my mom, and my mom immediately pulled me out of the school the next day. No question about it. Now, but that was just the icing on the cake, because the week prior, I had to walk home from school which is like a half a mile to a mile from the bus stop to my house. And now, mind you, this is not something that's in the 80s or 90s. This took place in like 2002, 2003. There was this family, and I will say their name, the Bailey boys, used to ride trucks, and they were highly racist and have done a lot of antagonistic acts in my area. They saw me walking down the street and basically run the bitch over. I was 11, by the way, and they tried to run me over as I was walking down the street. I, of course, rolled into, there was like a church on the left-hand side, and there was like this ditch on the right-hand side. And I remember tucking and rolling into the ditch because they literally took their pickup truck and drove it off to the side of the road to hit me. Because I was black. So, came home an hour later, I'm supposed to, covered in mud, freaked out. So it was already in the works for me. It was already in the works for me to not walk home from the bus stop anymore. But after that racist incident at that school, I was pulled to just eliminate the whole issue and put in public. So when I get into high school, my high school changed locations. It had a new building being built. Now the problem was the original building was built in a predominantly black area, right? So of course it's going to be predominantly black students, right? Well, the news facility was placed in an area in my city where the chapter of the Ku Klux Klan is at. So predominantly black school, literally about maybe 3 or 4 blocks away from the Ku Klux Klan chapter of my area. So when we were on the buses on the way to school, on the outside there was these houses, and they had these black dolls, I guess life-size dolls that were black, and they had them in our school uniform. And I'm not going to say the school uniform color, because if I say Alabama school uniform color and whatnot, you'll figure out what school I'm talking about. And I think it made the news. I'm not sure. I know the second incident didn't. They had the black dolls in our school uniform hanging from nooses from trees. And there was a sign, and it said, if you don't know what this is you. I think police were called and whatnot, and they were trying to say it was their property. They can post whatever they want, but it was blatantly, they had to pull it down because they was going to get charged with something. I can't remember because I had to say it. I was, I was in 10th grade. So I was 15, 16, somewhere around there. So maybe a month passed after that incident. And what happened was, okay, that's more ammo. A month passed, and what happened was, we were going to school, and all the buses come in at around 7:25 a.m. And in the football field, there's like horses and just loud yelling. And we pull up, and our principal is like waving in the air, turn them around, and turn the buses around, and they're like the kids who were dropped off by their parents were put on a separate bus to just be taken home. All right, chill out, chill out. So we see closer up. Okay, that's alright. Someone leash that. Alright. So yeah. So yeah, she said turn around or whatever. And we finally see what's going on. It is the Ku Klux Klan. And they are riding their horses in this big circle in the field of my, the football field of our school.
Son of a dick! They got more vultures! We've got more bullets. Who's that minigun?
Oh well. I missed that quick time event. I'm out of range and it's right here.
Chase some thunder, boys!
Come on.
Down you go!
Can I? Oh, first time down in this game. Oh well. I won't get back on the turret again. That's for sure. Because I couldn't get off of it. I didn't know how. But anyway, so yeah, the Ku Klux Klan was holding a rally on a football field. And we were sent home. It didn't get any news coverage though. That's the crazy part. The first incident with the hanging of the nooses on a tree, that got news coverage. The racial slurs that was, I think, painted on our local college campus, that was in the news. And actually it happens more than in the news reports. It's like a normal occurrence. But my area is full of just racists. So I say all that to say, so on Twitter everyone's like, well, Jackie Aina's racist and Jeffree Star apologized for his racism, so let's get over it and whatnot. And Jackie Aina made a false claim on Petty Page and called her a felon. And you can look up with the whole Jackie Aina Petty Page thing, where Jackie Aina said that Petty Page stole like $1,400 from her account, put it on YouTube, said she did it. She didn't have the proof, lied about apologizing, didn't apologize to Petty Page at all, and just, it was just douchebaggery. Jeffree Star, you know, he did all those racial slurs and epithets and whatnot, and has done some grimy stuff, but everyone redeemed him after he apologized, after he got national attention with the Kim Kardashian situation, where she posted that Snapchat, which people keep forgetting that he didn't apologize until it got national attention. Like, put one and one together. Like, he said he apologized to save his ass. He didn't apologize because he was sorry. That's how I feel about it. Then he had a whole series with Shane Dawson. So the issue I'm coming across when I'm talking to people, they're like, well, because you're black, you like Jackie Aina, and because you're black, you don't like Jeffree Star. No, I don't like neither one. Because the thing is, when someone does something wrong, right, you should be able to recognize it immediately, you know, regardless of the circumstances. But they make the comparison like, oh well, Jeffree Star apologized, so as soon as I get to this, I'll continue saying what I'm saying. Come on. can you not get out of range?
Chase some thunder, boys!
Oh, there's another one.
Down you go!
See. Alright, we want to take cover. Try to get another one. Come on. Why is it so hard for me to... Shooting takes too long. Come on. Alright. This again. Like. Yeah. One more. Looks like they go right out of range. What the f— oh my god. So you also getting to see my greatest fail compilation. Anyway. So anyway, what I was saying was they're just doing that whole dialogue, and I got the whole hit with, because I'm black, I support Jackie Aina and all this other stuff. And what I was saying is, I don't support douchebaggery, period. If you're a douchebag, you're a douchebag. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't support Jackie Aina or Jeffree Star, period, because they just give negative energy. Jeffree Star apologized, yes, but he's consistently opened his mouth about just to be nasty. So it shows me he has shown no growth. He's just more quiet about it. So I can't support shit. I can't support fuckery like that. I can't, and I won't. And Jackie Aina, she's problematic. Like, she's always nasty with people, and then when someone says something they're civil to her, she blocks them. Which I'm like, why block somebody unless you're a public figure? Learn how to conversate with people. Don't have social media. Close your comments. Simple remedy. But people are, and Petty Page said something, and I'm going to read from her Twitter, because I see what she's saying, but I don't necessarily agree with parts of it. Because I retweeted it. Okay, she said reverse racism doesn't exist, but racism does. The effects of racism, social, judicial, economical, is only felt by POC, the minority. So if I say white people are trash, that's still racist. Let's see, the effects of my words will not affect the standard of living and the way that they are viewed socially. So she goes on and on about basically she's trying to say that if a black person, white people say white people are trash, that's still racist. Here's the thing, and this is me being technical about it. And yes, I may be biased because of my personal experience, but black people can discriminate. Black people can be prejudiced. You know, Asian people can discriminate, and they can also be prejudiced. They can also be racist. So, and you're probably confused, like, why this group can be racist and that group can't be racist. Racism is basically equated to, and this is just my personal opinion and based off definitions, racism is equated to the showing superiority based off of your skin color. You know, so I'm better than you because of my color. You are inferior to me because of your color. That's racism. Whereas prejudice is, I'm going to assume this information about the masses and this is going to be deemed true despite the ignorance of, without no foundations of evidence. I hope that makes sense. Nothing is founded by the information, but you're going to assume that it's going to be true about the whole group. So your prejudice, you know, with or without information. Racism is, I am better than you because I acknowledge like this person can win the Nobel Peace Prize, but this person be like, well, he's still nothing but this, you know, a racial epithet due to the fact that they're black, or that's racism, you know. And racism to me is a lot more difficult than some words, because words, people gonna talk about you till the day you die. That's how life is. People are gonna talk about you till the day you die, and it all depends on how you react to those words. But when those words affects you mentally, financially, physically, or oppress you in those three ways, in a social surrounding, just any surrounding period, it's all about the oppression and what kind of oppression is being done. That's where racism lies. Prejudice, you could be prejudiced and nothing can happen to this group of people socially, financially, mentally, physically. You could be prejudiced all day, it won't hurt nobody. You know, you only hurt yourself. Racism, you hurting everybody, and that's how that goes. So I mean, that's just my view on that. And I see people throw the word racism, racist, so freely without understanding the context and impact of what that word is and means. And it's a dangerous thing to do. That's a dangerous game to play. And the drama community, and I've noticed that, will throw the word racist hard and fast. And that's the beauty drama community, that's the gaming community, because the game and the drama community and the beauty community are so neck and neck, and the stuff that happens in between the two is not even funny. And how they handle certain people and how things are done and said and addressed. And people want to help out and say, they're being racist, they're racist. Please stop using that word without understanding the gravity and impact of those words, because you're doing more harm than good. Because when something really racist happens, they don't know how to address it. They won't know. And I'm saying this in a place of someone who has dealt with racism online and social media, but also dealt with racism in my personal life, where I was oppressed, or I had to change whole schools because of it. My school was shut down for a day because of it. I almost got killed over my race. So I feel strongly in a conversation when people use the word racist and don't know what it really means. Like, you don't know. I know I sound like I'm going off on like I'm going off or I'm snapping, but this is something that 2018 has been the year of just, I am offended because to be offended, you know, stop. Like, stop. You're getting offended over the wrong thing. There's so much other stuff to worry about that's so much bigger and more messed up than some insignificant bullcrap like, I don't like that they said this, so I'm going to just try to stop their bag, or I'm going to do this or that. No. You can stop supporting them, you know, but you can't force anybody to support or not support anybody that you dislike. Someone could not like PewDiePie. That's their prerogative. They don't have to like PewDiePie. You can go watch PewDiePie all day long as you want to. It's not stopping anything that you're doing to enjoy yourself. You know, I don't like Jeffree Star. I don't like Jackie Aina for my personal reasons. That doesn't make me dislike anyone who does enjoy their content and do enjoy their style and dialogue and whatnot. That's on them. You know, everybody ain't gonna get along with everybody. But I know people are like, wow, I expect to see gameplay, and I am getting something totally I didn't expect. This is my third time doing this BS too, because I'm talking. But let's just do this, and then bring your stupid self here. let's heal for a second. So, like, I don't know where, I don't know, just, I'm just looking at Twitter and just it's seeing how it divulged into just oh, he's dead.
Son of a dick! They got more vultures!
Alright, so this is, let's see, they want me to use the minigun. So, I'm going to try to use the minigun.
Chase some thunder, boys! Down you go!
Okay.
Down like a lead zeppelin! All used up.
I don't think you got it. I finally made it.
Gray, I'm not well. I can feel myself slowing down.
Oh,
Pull it
well.
together. I'll do the heavy lifting. Just stay close.
You just ate a whole clip, my dude. So, yeah. So that's part of the reason why I haven't been on Twitter or Twitch. Just, yeah. Then plus, another thing on Twitter that's been bothering me is everyone's like subscribed to PewDiePie thing. No. No. Why would I have to subscribe to somebody I don't watch? Just to take up my feed, and already YouTube don't post all of the uploads of people I watch as is. I don't need something clouding my feed where I don't watch their content. I'm just not interested. I know they're trying to go against T-Series. I don't even know who the hell T-Series is. Like, I don't be paying attention. But yeah, that's what's going on Twitter. Come on. Let's heal for a second. Alright, we can go. Yeah.
Close.
Whatever just happened right there. Anyway. I need to... Can't do any of that yet. So I'll just... Yeah. Twitter is a mess. YouTube's a mess. All of it's a mess. I normally don't get too involved with beauty drama or anything like that. I just only get involved when it comes to when it comes to racism and prejudice and all this other stuff, because I'm like, why, if y'all, like, a lot of people be talking and don't know what they talking about. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about as far as that goes, shut up. Like, if you don't know, shut up. when I say to people who don't know, I mean they say something and it'd be so ignorant and stupid. You just be like, how did you even form that sentence in the first place? You know. But then there's people who I actually enjoy talking to who don't know and want to know, or if they think they know, or they want to understand better, they want to have a conversation, a dialogue, even if we end up agreeing to disagree or anything like that. it's I like that, you know. I rather agree to disagree. I rather having an adult conversation. But when people be like, well, what about this person and what about that person? No, no, like no, that's a bring your stupid ass. Nope. Oh my. I need to upgrade the strength on this gun.
That's it, Ishii. Dinner time.
I'll need a moment. Damn. I don't have an access port.
Ishii, talk to me! You scared the dick off me!
I'm feeling much better.
Great. Glad to hear it.
Ray, I have overloaded the facility. I predicted imminent detonation within the gravity core generators.
I predict an imminent getting the fuck out of here.
La, 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 la. Hell back.
Fate finally smiles down. Cargo train up ahead. Last train out of Explosion Town. Move your shit!
Back it on up. Ooh, shit. Hold up. Come on, I need y'all to run up. I'm not coming over there, that's a wrap.
Great, where did this giant dick come from?
He's mega-charged with elite Confederate weaponry.
Looks mega-charged with a dozen buckets of fried chicken.
Okay. I need to lure him. Get some distance. Okay.
Hey, sexy. Come here. Ooh, got some weight on you.
Incoming!
Engines are primed, but it's gonna take a minute.
Neither one of those fuses generators.
Ishi, hostile is manning that grind wheel. If he gets that thing, you're gone. Can't you get this thing moving any faster?
You wanna come do it? Fine. I do not speak train.
What?
Our next appointment's arrived. You up for the fight?
I will kill them all. For Doc. For Rel.
Nice to have you back, Ishi. Kaboom!
Okay. Oh. I don't know if I can jump off. No.
More visitors.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
Okay.
Gang car coming up! Clear those ugly bitches out! Tell your friends, we're open all night!
Vultures overhead.
On it!
I don't understand what's going on, but alright.
Hell yeah!
It's so slow to turn this. Can you blow up?
Torpedo locked onto us. Shoot it. Right, second friction glider incoming. Not blind.
I gotta die. Yep. I didn't even see that.
Banshee. Torpedo locked onto us. Shoot it.
Those are torpedoes.
Destroyed.
See, I'm thinking that I had to shoot
Right,
it.
second friction glider incoming.
Not blind. Got it. Another one down.
Ah.
Sweet son of a bitch. Grind wheels right on our asses.
Shoot those tanks! Knock it off course!
Oh yeah.
It's coming back on us!
Okay.
On us a minute.
If that. Reinforcements! Hold on, they're ready! Hostiles are down, but their train is still pushing us! Train wheels back!
You got any ideas?
Took the goddamn bridge out! The brakes! Oh my god, hit the fucking brakes! They're out! The brakes are out! You hear me?
Wish like hell I didn't.
Did I die again? Probably did. Nope, I didn't.
Ichi, you okay?
Alive.
I know my ass cheeks have bones that can be broken.
Let's climb. This thing is holding on by an ass hair. Bridge cable. Looks sturdy enough.
We're about to find out.
Man, we had no business surviving that. Some good and kind deity somewhere wants to see us pull out of this.
A moment of luck. A sea of misfortune.
Okay. I'm probably going to stop here. I said what I needed to say. Once I hit the next checkpoint.
Oh, ugly alert!
Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, so hold R1 and then ow, 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 ow. Back it up. Back it up. Target's too fast. Pretty landscape.
Vultures. Grab some cover. Tenacious sons of bitches, I'll give them that.
I think this is where the point I want to stop. So, yeah. I'm planning on uploading this to YouTube. That is the plan. Um, I just want to get on just vent, cause dude, this was wild. This Twitter was just wild now today, and just so many false narratives. But just to wrap it all up with a nice bow, people can like who they want to like. People can dislike who they want to dislike. You know, um, racism and prejudice are two separate things, but you can be racist and prejudiced, but you can't be, you know, yeah. Um, Racism is equated to superiority due to your skin color, and making another person feel inferior due to their skin color. Just purely off of that, no matter what you can accomplish, and it hurts them emotionally, financially, physically, socially. Just it's damaging. Just put it like that, damaging. Whereas prejudice is just an ignorant assumption that lumps a group of people together that doesn't really, you know, it can be damaging. You can be prejudiced and then be racist at the same time. So don't get it twisted. But just generally, prejudice means that you say some stupid crap about a group of people and you really don't know. You just base it off of just some bull crap. It's basically stereotypes. Think stereotypes to the extreme. That's basically prejudice. That's why anybody can be prejudiced or discriminate and whatnot, and anybody can commit a hate crime. Just FYI. But also I think fan bases are instigators too. And whataboutism is not a good argument. Whataboutism is good for a 3-4-year-old that's in trouble, but it's not good for adults to get into the conversation of whataboutism. If we're talking about what you did, let's focus on what you did. Don't segue the attention onto somebody else. But I would even brought up Jeffree Star in the situation until he put his nose into the conversation, and I'm like, that's really pot calling the kettle black. Keep your mouth shut, because you still allegedly called people gorilla, and people believe he said that, called that Jackie Aina gorilla, and that's not cool either. That's also a racial epithet. So, and he's known for say racial epithets, and people think that he's good and gravy. No, he's still doing grimy stuff. He just covered up better. Everybody be saying the same thing about him. There's a reason why everyone has said the same thing, but something bad happened to him, and then Jeffree Star like, ha ha ha, karma. Makes you wonder. This is me conspiracy theory, and makes you wonder, how much of a hand does he have to play, and how much does he have? How much does he have on people, and how big of a hand does he have in a lot of stuff? Has always end up pointing back to Jeffree, and it's weird. But Jackie Aina is also problematic. She need to get her issue together. I think that she got money gone to her head. That's why when the dude posted that picture of Rich Lives Matter, she didn't say anything, because I feel like she probably feels that way. Rich lives do matter to her. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. I'm gonna try to stay in my little gaming, anime, manga, yaoi corner here, and just put my 2 cents in every once in a while if you guys are interested. Like I said, I'm on Twitter. Same name as my Twitch. On YouTube, same name as my Twitch. And I talk to anybody and everybody. Just, yeah, as long as you're not being stupid about it or coming at me crazy, we can talk about anything and everything. And I'm open to hearing new ideas and opinions on situations, because I'm always good for a free form of thinking. Anyway, I'll see you guys next stream. Let me know what y'all want me to play next. I'm here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.